DARE graduation. At this time, our student body president, Rachel Erickson, will lead us in the pledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, now stand for the flag salute. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I'm so proud of you guys. We know that DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. This is a subject that we cannot fail. Although our class has ended, we must continue to discuss these issues involving alcohol, tobacco, drugs, gangs, with our friends and our family. We should remind ourselves not to fall into peer pressure and not to make and to make our own positive decisions. Always remember that you got a lot to gain and a lot to lose. So always weigh that, make the right decision. Students, I challenge each of you to live your lives to the fullest. Remain focused and do well in school. Aim high and make your dreams come true. And to the parents, we want your children to fulfill their dreams. This is a challenge to each and every one of you. Be a role model. Be the foundation that your child can stand firm on. Spend time with them, have dinner with them, communicate with them, and things will be a lot easier for you. Again, I'd like to thank you. It's truly been a pleasure. Thank you.
We will now have the speakers come up.
I'd just like to say, part of the curriculum, what we do is at the end of the 10 weeks, we have each of the students, all of them, write a DARE essay.
Hello, my name is Heather Seth. Drugs can ruin my life forever. I feel that DARE is very important because in my future, kids will want me to try drugs and we know we should. Many times we get pressured from our friends or want to fit in and be cool. But I know now how bad drugs are, and if my friends ask me if I want a cigarette, I will say no, and I will walk away. In DARE, I learned that drugs can hurt you and damage your life very much. I learned how cigarettes have killed more than 400,000 people every year because of tobacco. I learned about marijuana and how it is illegal in the United States. Then I learned about inhalants. I was shocked that people sniff glue and paint to hurt themselves for no reason. DARE will change my life forever. Now I know how bad it is to take drugs and how they can be very addictive. I pledge to take great care of my body and never take drugs. Thank you. Miss Bachelor, parents, teachers, and students. My name is Erin Ziegler. While I was in DARE, my DARE teacher, Officer Adler, taught me many important facts about how drugs and alcohol can affect and hurt the way my body works. I am graduating from DARE, and I am going to tell you a few things that Officer Adler has taught me. Did you know that if you are caught smoking marijuana in the United States, you would be arrested? If you smoke marijuana, you can suffer from short-term memory loss. Beer and wine are two types of alcohol. Drinking alcohol is illegal if you are under the age of 21. If you drink too much alcohol, you will have higher chances of causing violence and you will lose hand-eye coordination. Every year, 400,000 people die die because they smoke tobacco. If you do smoke, you will have more colds and upper respiratory problems. Peer pressure isn't good because it can make people do things they don't want to do. The bad kind of peer pressure is if all of your friends are drinking beer and they ask you if you want some, and you think they won't be your friends if you say no. That is bad peer pressure because it can make you make the wrong decision. Some kinds of peer pressure are good. For example, if all of your friends are going to go study and they ask you to come with them, and then you feel nervous, it is good peer pressure. I promise to myself, my friends, and my family that I will always be drug and violence free. Thank you for listening. My name is Luis Rodriguez, and the title of my DARE essay is Drug Free. Once Officer Adler taught DARE, I was excited because Officer Adler is a great DARE teacher. One of the things that was good was that DARE lasted 2.5 months. Officer Adler came to Washington School to teach us about DARE. I hope he loved Washington School. There are so many drugs that he told us about that are dangerous. First, he taught us about smoking. I now know smoking can kill you, and I am not interested in losing my life. For instance, smoking causes cancer and you don't want to inhale it. Smoking also causes yellow teeth and bad breath, and you don't want to go to the dentist. Smoking does the worst things to mouth and throat and lung cancer, which causes severe pain and death. Next, he taught us about marijuana and alcohol, because he wants us to be healthy. Marijuana is illegal in the United States, and alcohol is illegal to drink under the age 21. The police department made a great choice of choosing Officer Adler. I have learned many things thanks to Mr. Adler and Officer Adler. I hope you don't start drugs of any kind. Tobacco, marijuana, and smoking can affect your mouth and your throat. It can also affect your lungs, heart, and will also affect your liver. Therefore, I pledge to be drug-free.
Had a couple DARE instructors that have.
No, Lauren, put the balloons back. Put the balloons back. Lauren,
Whether you know it or not,
put the balloons back.
number one,
Lauren,
teachers, an example
people
for
can't
your
see. Put them on the side
sons
over
and
here.
daughters. Do not ever give up that role. Because by your example and what you do, no matter what you think, oh, they don't listen to me, they do. It gets in there. Especially, you might not think during those teenage years, which they're going to be going into pretty soon. But I've got an article that was written to Dr. Joyce Brothers where the son is wiser than the parent. Here it goes. It says, "Dear Dr. Brothers, my son Rob is a senior in high school. He doesn't make friends easily, but he has a group of boys he hangs around with. They go to the movies on weekends or hang out at someone's house. Last weekend, Rob surprised me by saying he was staying home. When the same thing happened the second time, I asked him, what gives? Apparently, his friends have started to drink beer, and Rob doesn't want any part of it. I'm glad Rob isn't going along with the drinking, but I hate to see him lose his friends and sit home all alone all weekend. What can we do?"
What do I get?
Whereas, like, the friends are more important than the decision that this boy will make about not wanting to drink. Here is the answer. I think you should relax a bit and congratulate yourself for getting to the point where a young teen with a lot of peer pressure has been able to say no to alcohol and presumably drugs as well. Although you paint your son as someone who has tenuous social skills and few relationships to show for it, he has enough moral character and strength to withstand the kind of behavior that would be an easy way to make himself fit in and be popular with the kids he admires. So you should not worry too much about his future with this one group. It sounds like he has the stamina to stand up to whatever scorn they may be ready to dish out. Now it's a great opportunity for your son to evaluate what kind of person he is going to develop into and what kind of people he wants to be around. I think the social scene at his age is a very volatile one, and he may find that this is the point at which he finds some new guys, and maybe girls too, to hang out with who share his values more closely. I think, Mom and Dad, that you need to tell your son that you're glad he is making a smart choices without a lot of fuss about it. I don't think he'll be sitting home for long. Relax. I want you to remember that who you associate with is going to be the telling tale of who you are. And there's an old saying that choose your friends or they'll choose you. So parents, remember that whole other old saying. Parents, do you know where your children are? Know where they are, know when they get home, and know who they're going with, because that will be a very important thing. Every year we sing our song, Just Say No. That is our anthem of not saying yes to drugs, but saying no to drugs. And it really is, as the song says, it's really very simple. All you have to do is say no.
We, the fifth grade class of George Washington Elementary, promise you, our family, and friends, that from this day forward, we will make a personal commitment to stay away from drugs, to stay away from gangs, and to keep our minds and bodies healthy. This is our promise. Again, I'd like to thank you for coming, supporting your children, supporting the DARE program. And let's give our kids a hand.
Thank the Burbank Police Department and Officer Adler for supporting the DARE program so that our children can stay drug-free and healthy. PTA, the fifth grade students will have treats put out of their classroom later today, so that is for students who would like to say that for their generosity. Let's give a thank you to your teachers for working so hard to make this program. Parents will have an opportunity to take pictures outside in the lunch shelter following the conclusion of the program. Once again, fifth graders, job well done. This is an opportunity for you to make choices in your life, and I know you will all make the best choices you can. Parents, if you can remain seated until the teachers dismiss their students out to the lunch shelter, then you can follow out there to take pictures. Thank you for coming and enjoy the rest of your day.
So I hope that you've learned everything you can from DARE about the dangers of drugs, and you stay away from those gangs and those drugs, because it will bring a nightmare into your life. You want to be successful, you go out there, you study hard, you get with the right people, and you'll go far, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Now what? Stop? Can we get on now? But do it at the camera.
Scoot over, you guys. Scoot over.
Come on, sit. Hurry. Now, let me try. I need to I'm gonna do something. No, Christian, don't stop it. No, Christian, I'm gonna do something.